This video may be a little bit different than what you're normally used to seeing on here, only in the way that I'm talking generically about mental health. I'll dive into specifically voiceover, but this can benefit you whether you're in the voiceover world or not. So, as we wind down this year, if you're feeling overwhelmed or simply spent, you'll do yourself a favor to simply take a break. Even if you have a ton of auditions still rolling in and you need to book something, hey, I get that pressure. Believe me, I've been in the voiceover world for a while. And if there's one thing that I know, it's that we all have ups and downs. And there's rhythms to this, almost like your voiceover world is breathing. And like breathing, it can be light, giving your body enough oxygen, or like if you're running, making you gasp for air. It could be a struggle. Only in the case of running, it's positive. It's doing something for your body. Well, what if the exasperation you may be feeling is doing the same for you and your voiceover business, or whatever business you're in? You've pushed, you've strained, and now it's time to give your business body a break, to rest, rejuvenate, and become stronger. It's okay to give yourself time. You'll only come back stronger if you do. And that's why I want you to consider embracing intention during this holiday season. Now, this may be coming late in December, but it holds true whether it's for a month or a couple weeks. It's no secret that Heidi and I are big proponents of counseling. We each have 2 different counselors that grow counseling in Atlanta that we see. We've learned so much through our counselors, but here, they gave us 3 tips to living with intention that we think could really benefit you, not only through the holidays, but all year long. And again, whether you're in the voiceover industry or not. I'll link the full article in the notes, but here are the 3 key steps. Number 1, decluttering your life. This could mean removing physical items or letting go of mental burdens. Let me give you an example. For me, because of our recent move from our old space into our new space at SmartPost Atlanta, I've had stacks of papers. Now, they're organized, in my mind at least, which is nice, but they need to be put away, organized that way. We also have cables and equipment in our basement. It looks like it just exploded all over the place, and it's cluttered, disorganized, and it's really bugging me. And because it's like this, it holds a space in the back of my noggin that seemingly won't leave until all of it's cleaned up and organized and put in a certain place. And it's tough, because after moving day after day after day, taking little things over, and in between doing voiceover and on-camera auditions, I was go for so long that I needed days just to chill out. I'm only now recuperating from that, and it's been over a month. And stuff like cleanup and organizing, it's just fallen by the wayside. And I'm finally getting to do that, little by little. So for you, what do you have in your life that needs decluttering? Do you think that it would help you overall if you simply spent an hour or 2 and dealt with it finally? I know it would for me. How would it make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you need to clean up? The second step to living with intention is prioritizing what matters most. Focus on relationships, personal growth, and time spent with loved ones. For me, as an introvert, this is tough to be honest. Personal growth, yep, totally on board with that. See, in addition to scheduling coaching sessions with my own voiceover coaches, I'm going through about 4 online classes. And because there are 4, it's slow going. What can I say? I enjoy learning. But the focusing on relationships and time spent with loved ones, that's what's hard. Heidi and I work so hard and work so much at AVS and in our own VO and on-camera businesses that when we do have spare time, I just want to sit and veg on the front porch with a coffee and do nothing or read. That gets me filled back up to capacity. But I have a habit of wanting that so much and needing it that I overdo it, and it's to the expense of getting with family and friends, and then I miss creating those memories. So what do you see could be your challenge or challenges as you prioritize what matters most? And finally, the third step to living with intention is defining your values. Make sure your choices support your priorities rather than hinder them. For AVS, our values are stewardship, freedom, and grace. And depending on what issues or circumstances arise, those guide our decisions. For me personally, I'll be honest, I've never really thought about defining them. I think we all have values that we live by. Some of them might be defined by spiritual beliefs or from our families growing up. Whatever the case, it's worth the time to dive in and figure out what your values are. And then, within that context, make sure it becomes the bedrock for your choices. If we do that, we'll be on a firmer foundation all around, and especially when it comes to our businesses, voiceover or otherwise. So take that time if you need it. It's okay. For me, I'm going to prioritize napping and also reading on the front porch. If you need help with any of this, or if you feel stuck in your voiceover business, consider our voiceover mentorship membership. It kicks off January 1st, and it'll only be $1 for that first month. Check out the video Heidi and I did on that last week. I'll link it because it explains everything. It's a good way to get some accountability and guidance each month to help you grow into the voiceover talent you want to be. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year to you and yours. And cheers to your voiceover journey in 2025.